Alright guys, welcome back. It's Unitech Solutions again, Daud Idris. Alright, we're gonna explore more about formatting text, and in this exercise we will complete formatting text. Alright, so what are we gonna do? Let's go and then run Notepad++. So I will just say Notepad++. Okay, and then I will choose Notepad++. Now I'm gonna save it as formatting test. All right. Okay, let's just leave it that way. But let's just update the codes over there. Now you can choose to save it as. It is your choice to do that. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna make all this one. Okay. Now you can see I really love Unitech being in I form. Okay, so now I'm gonna change the I to make it big. Now I want to use the big element. Now what do you expect big to do? Big will just make Unitech a big element. Just as the name goes, it sounds funny, but then that is the way to use it. And now you can also use small. Okay, just as the name goes, it will also make the word Unitech what small. So assuming I don't want to just make only the word Unitech small, then all I would have to do is I would, wherever I want the small to end, I will just paste in my code there or type small, and then after that I would save my code. All right, so after that, when you run your code inside your favorite browser, all right, you can see I really love Unitech because everything is perfect here. I really love Unitech because everything is perfect. So in this case we use the big for Unitech, so you can see it displayed in big format. Now we use the small for Unitech because everything is perfect, and you can see that it was in a small form. It has made the text small. So that is the difference between using the big and then the small. Alright guys, now let's make use of what if I want to highlight the word let me see. Okay, what if I want to highlight the word Unitech? If you want to highlight the word, you just say mark. Okay, you just say mark. Okay, okay guys, you just use the word mark. Now I will teach you something in addition to this formatting from here. I just want to cover that before we get there. All right, so when you run your, all right, you can see it being highlighted in what yellow. So that is the way to highlight a word. All right guys, now let's explore more. All right, so you can see when we run this, everything comes on one line. Okay, what if we want it to after here the other ones should shift down, should break and go down? We have a command known as br. So when we use the br command, we can simply break it as void element, so therefore when you open it you don't close. All right, so that is the second void element we've seen in this course. Okay, now you can see when I use the break, it has break it to the next line. All right guys, that is the way to use the break. Okay, let's look at how to use the superscript and subscript. Now I just want to make something over here. I want to make this a subscript. Let's use it so that you see how it look like. I'll come back and then explain it to you. You just say sub to make Unitech subscript. You just say sub, and then when you go back to your browser and refresh it, now you can see that I really love. So what has happened is that Unitech has been a subscript for love. Alright, so let's go back to there. Alright, so when we do it this way, it becomes what? A subscript. Okay, so Unitech has been a subscript for love. Alright, now I just want to make instead of making this let me just use something different. So we will have inside our p tag we can have number, or inside our h4 tag we can have a number, so number to be 5 and then 4. Alright, so let's make the 4 a subscript, so you just say sub. Okay, someone is saying Charlie sub. Alright, so that's the way to make sub. Okay, and then let's close our h4. Okay, okay, so after this, when we run it inside our browser, see what happens. You see, 4 has become a subscript for 5, just like we defined it. Alright, what if you want to make it a superscript? Superscript. Okay, so when you want to make it superscript, you just say sub. That one SUP, like sub. Yeah. Alright, so 5, it will be 5 raised to the power 4 now, right? Okay, so let's save it, and then you would run it, you see what it shows. Alright, so you can see this one is subscript and this one is superscript. So 5 raised to the power 4. That is the way to use the subscript and then the superscript. Now let's look at okay, what if I want to write something like inside let's just write it inside p tag, and then we say this guy is shoe. Okay, all right, so we say p. Now what we are going to do is we are going to cancel, cross a line with this. Let's say you've written something and you want to cross it, you want to cancel it, just use this, and then you will say just use the command strike. Okay, and then we use the command strike. Okay, alright, it's not a void element, so therefore we close it. Now let's look at what happens in our browser. Okay, so you can see the word guy has been what? Striked. Alright, let's just make some space it over here and then save it, Ctrl+S, go back to our browser, refresh it, and then see what happens. So the guy has been what? Crossed, and you can see it's appearing perfectly. Now let's say we're going to use insect. Now when you use insect, let's say this guy is shoe and I want to insert something again, so I would use the ins. Now you can choose to insert without bringing the ins, but when you bring the ins, when a programmer or a web developer takes your code, he knows what you did, or people can easily read your source code and know that this one for some time ago it wasn't this way, you just modified it by using the insert. So you see, you just say this guy is shoe because, okay, use the word because I'm mook, okay, I'm kambu. Okay, all right, so you use the ins. It's not a void element, remember. Now the ins would not do anything on the screen, it would just make it easy for people to know that when they view your source code, to know that you inserted this some time ago, or you yourself once you might want to know what you updated, so you can easily use the ins to do that. All right, now when we run it, you can see this is shoe because kambu. Something really happened. All right, it looked like the strike element we say strike and then strike. The strike element is affecting this stuff. Why is it affecting it? All right, let's see why. I closed it, and why is it affecting it? Okay. Okay, because I'm Kambu. All right, the strike element is not affecting it. What is that? Is since you use the INS, it would underline it because you've inserted something into it. All right, guys. So take note of the INS. Now you can use delete. All right, to show that you have deleted this, you use delete and then del. So when you refresh your browser, you see it has cross-checked it. Now note the difference between strike and then the use of delete. Alright guys, thanks for watching this tutorial. In our next tutorial we'll look at list.